This is Cari here for Facebook Live on March 1st. I'm just kind of tuning in and hope that you will join us for this fun show. And today we're going to talk about our March Color Madness going on, which we just kicked off today for March 1st. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what it is and show you a quick tutorial on how to use our water soluble oil pastels with our Christine Adolph stamps. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about the oil pastels, which we will be featuring this month as well. But I just wanted to quickly go over the difference between the two, since these are the newly released ones, and these are the ones we had before. They're both amazing and fabulous quality. All right, so our March Color Madness. This is going to be a month-long inspiration for you. We wanted to show you what you can do with all of our amazing art mediums, like all month long. So you'll want to follow us on Instagram, and that's at Prima Marketing Inc. on Instagram. We are also on YouTube, so we'll have inspirational videos all month long. So you can find us under Prima Marketing Inc. on YouTube. So you might want to go and subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated on all of our tutorials. Hi, Vero. Hi, Wendy. And then you also want to follow us here on Facebook. Obviously, you're watching. But you want to make sure that you also follow some of our groups. So we have a few groups that are really fun, you know, full of fun ladies, and one of them is called the Coloring Society. So if you go on Facebook and you search on Facebook the Coloring Society, it'll pop up and you can just ask to join our group, because there's going to be tons of inspiration there too. And then you're going to want to make sure you check in daily at our Prima blog. So it's prima.typepad.com, because we're going to have giveaways everywhere. We're going to have giveaways here on Facebook. We're going to have giveaways on our blog, on even our Facebook groups, and on Instagram. Wherever, you know, we are, we're going to try to do different giveaways each week, and based on what we're featuring. So, and then if you guys decide, I think we'll also have like a contest with the hashtag Color with Prima. So if you decide to post any of your beautiful creations using any of our art mediums on our social media or on your social media, make sure you use the hashtag Color with Prima. We also have some fun things for our retailers, our stores. These are some of your, you know, your favorite places to shop and everywhere online, and even brick and mortar. And we're going to have make and takes ideas for you. We're going to have videos done for you with fabulous ideas on using some of the art mediums that you carry. And then also like a weekly newsletter for you, going out sharing some of the most updated and wonderful projects that our design team comes up with. So yeah, it's going to be really, really fun and really cool. And we want everyone to play along. So make sure you use that hashtag so that we can search it and find you. You know, I often do look in our groups and on our walls and stuff, and I see amazing things. But we want to make sure we see everyone's, okay? So since it's March 1st, that's what we're doing. We're kicking it off. And then starting next week, we're going to dive into our Color Bloom sprays. I don't know if some of you already have them on hand, or if it's new to you and you want to know what these sprays are all about. They're amazing and wonderful. Tons of sparkle and shine in each and every bottle. So our bottles can be refilled after one use. So you get double the amount of spray and color, more bang for your buck if you like. So be on the lookout for all these cool inspirational ideas, and we want you guys to be inspired to go out there and create. Okay. Hi Ruthie. Hi Marcy. Good afternoon. It's a beautiful day here where I am in Central New York. It's in the 60s, and that's really cool for March 1st. It's making me feel like we're in spring, or getting close to it. We always know there's going to be maybe one more snowfall before we see spring, but you know, this is just definitely, it makes me happy to have the nice weather. Okay, so I'm going to get started and talk about our oil pastels. Okay, so these we've had out. So these are in stores now. There's 24 colors. They're water soluble. So you can, you know, watercolor with these. They're very soft, highly pigmented. And you can see my this is probably, I think this is one of my classroom sets that I let the students use when I teach classes. And you can see they're somewhat used, but not a lot. I think my set upstairs is much more used. And you can just see they're very creamy. They're very smooth. You can use them on porous surfaces or non-porous surfaces. They don't need to be sealed. You can mix the colors together to make your own. So very, very soft, very pretty. And I'll be using these today in this quick tutorial. And then these are the brand new ones we just came out with. So these are soft oil pastels. So what it means is there's a less binding agent in the pastels. Okay, so that makes them a little bit less like crayon, more soft and smooth. Like I want to say kind of similar to makeup, but they're still it's still a stick, but they're very soft. So that means you can blend. You can put color over color. You can build it up. I think that everybody would really love using these in their art journals, on their backgrounds of some of their projects and more. So that's the difference. So these are not water soluble, and these are. And these are just made to go on very smooth and very, very creamy. So, and you can, you know, rub and buff them as well. And you can color, you know, any non-porous surface with them. But you want to make sure that, you know, you give it time to set, and then it should be okay. So, yeah. So these we're going to go over this month as well, so you guys can get more familiar with them, see what you can do with them, and be inspired, hopefully, to use them. 24 colors in this set as well as this set. Okay. All right. So that was just a quick rundown of what these are. I know we've posted some really pretty artwork on our Instagram page recently by Molly. She's done some beautiful artwork with these. So make sure you go over there. And then also in our Coloring Society group page on Facebook, The Coloring Society. So you can go over there and get some inspiration as well. Okay. All right. So today I just kind of wanted to show you just a quick tutorial using the watercolor, or yeah, the water soluble oil pastels. And I'm going to use them with the brand new Christine Adolph stamps. So, well, I'm going to use one, but I wanted to show you a couple of variations. So you can kind of get an idea of what how large these are. These are great for card fronts. You can also do your own background. You can use these in your planners to decorate your pages. I've embossed with these and then colored in using our Color Philosophy inks. So I just kind of wanted to go over today like how I would use them. And I have like a quick little sample here of how I used it. And it's really, very beautiful. And this is just so easy to do. And I could just see this even covering the whole page and just doing a really pretty background. And then you could put like an inspirational word, or, you know, add this to your art journal. Okay, so I've mounted the stamp right on my Prima block. This is our, I think this is our 4x8. Yes. So we typically sold these to go with the Julie Nutting dolls. So there is a block that's large enough for those. But what's nice is that we can use these with the larger stamps, like the Bloom Girl stamps, the Princess stamps, and of course now the Christine Adolph stamps. So I'm just going to go over this really quick, how I did it. I left the color right on here because, you know, I didn't mind. I'm just going to do the same colors again, but I just kind of wanted to, you know, there's no reason to clean it off, basically. So you can start with any color. So I've got right here Prussian blue. So Prussian blue is just a really beautiful sort of night sky navy. It's got a little hint of green in it. Very, very pretty. And then I have some umber, I believe. No, dark ochre, sorry. And I'm just going to color right, so you can see I'm coloring right onto the stamp, okay? And you can see the color start to show up as I color it in. And I'm just having fun with these, so I'm just mixing and matching different colors. I wanted to go in and make sure that the little flowers on the sides were colored a little bit differently. And this one I'm going to use cobalt green. Oh, the last color I used, sorry, was vermilion. So this is called cobalt green. I don't know why, but it's kind of, it's a lighter shade of this. It definitely has more green undertones to it. A little bit more on the aqua teal side of the color spectrum. And then I'm going to take, this is olive. So this is kind of a really bright green. And I'm just going to try to get in all those leaves and all of those stems just like this here. So I'm just, and this crayon is very, very soft, very smooth. It doesn't chunk like a lot when you use it, especially on a surface like this, which is kind of got bumps and things can easily kind of get in there, you know, like if it were like a harder crayon, it would probably chunk up a little bit, and then that will come through on your image when you go to stamp it, and I'm not sure that you would be completely happy with that. I know I wouldn't. Now here's another cool thing you could do with the oil pastels is you can mix the colors right on the stamp if you want to. So here's a dark gray. So dark gray, I'm just gonna actually go over all the green because that green is really bright, which isn't a problem, but I kind of wanted to tone it down just a little bit to match more of the earth tones going on in my little color scheme here. So I just put it on very lightly. So it's actually, I'm mixing the two colors right on the stamp. So simple and easy to do. All right, and I think I've colored it all. I've got my Prima water brush, so I'm gonna just squeeze the cylinder and just get a little bit of that water coming down. And I'm just gonna kind of go over, I'm doing color by color. Now I'm not going over the whole thing with the water because a little bit of color is gonna come back off onto this brush. And what I will start to do is blend a little bit more than I'd like within the colors, right? I've got some cool tones and some warm tones, and that will definitely turn into brown tones, which is not really what I was going for unless I was using brown. Now I'm just gonna go over that one color of blue, and I'm not saturating this. This is not drippy. I'm just kind of reviving the color, just getting it a little bit wet. And now I'm gonna move on to that ochre, just like this. Again, dabbing off some of that red and now going into the orange. Just a little bit here, there. And now onto this one here, this little aqua-y blue color. Okay, so I've kind of revived the color on here, but I also want to make sure I just do a couple quick light mists on here just to get it, just a little water evenly distributed over the whole thing, okay? Because sometimes you don't know with your brush if it's evenly distributed or not. Most likely it's not. And I'm just going to go ahead and really press that in nicely. And I am using this on Prima's watercolor paper, which I love. I use this for a lot of my cards, especially for, you know, watercoloring and stamping. I don't know, I just love the texture. Okay, so there it is. Very, very pretty, very vibrant. And you can see that was just so easy to do and so fun. And like I said, you could keep going and make a whole background if you want to, or you can do around the edges. I think that these stamps are really versatile for just about anything. Now, in a stamp like this, you also see that there's some white space going on because the image itself, here, I'm going to just pull it off here. The image itself did not have solid flowers on it. Not a big deal. So what I'm going to do now, and I can do it two ways. I'm going to take that water brush and make sure it's nice and clean. There's nothing on it. And I can just lightly go in and revive those colors and bring them out so that it makes more of a solid leaf right here. Now, some of that red got in there, which is not a big deal to me. That doesn't bother me. But if you're like kind of a perfectionist, you know, maybe you'd want to, you know, make sure you color a little bit more carefully, or, you know, not get, you know, everything too wet. Okay, but to me it doesn't matter. I feel like it looks more handmade. And I feel like this technique is great for people, like you see a lot of beautiful watercolor art out there, but you know, some people can draw, some people can, you know, do hand lettering just so beautifully because they've practiced and they've learned. But for someone like me, you know, I want to whip out a card and I don't necessarily have the time to practice or the talents. So I feel like this really kind of allows me to have a really pretty watercolor card, you know, without a lot of, you know, just easier. Okay, now I cleaned off the brush and I'm going to go into this red here. And as you see, it just kind of filled that in. Now another idea, another thing you could do is you can take the crayon itself and pull that color right off the crayon if you want. Like I can still see the lines, but I wanted it to be maybe a little darker. So you have that choice. And you can do shading this way. You could perhaps mix in more color this way. It's up to you. And that is it. So, and you can see the difference where I added more color, whereas here I did not. Like here, I just took plain water and brought it out a little bit, and here I actually added more color. So that again is another great option for you if you choose to do so. Okay, and here we have a little bit of the blue going on, so this is really pretty. And I'm not too concerned with the image itself getting too blurred. I think that it actually works really, really nicely together with the image, the stamped image, and then coloring in. Like you can still see the defined lines. Thank you. Hi, Koala. Hi, Tiffany. I am coloring away, but I try to take a look at the comments and see what you guys are saying. If anybody has a question and I missed it, please feel free to ask it again. I apologize if I did miss it. All right, here's another orange flower down here. Now, see, I did not color that one little one orange. That's okay. I don't think it looks bad at all. So just adding a little color just brings it to life. Now, because I did darken those colors, the red flowers up there, I'll probably do the same here. And just darken these up just a little bit. All right. So the Christine Enough stamps are in stores now, as well as the water-soluble crayons. So, or oil pastels. Either way, you'll find them. And definitely check with your local retailer, your favorite store you like to shop at, and see if they have them available. Because most likely, if they don't, they can get them for you. So that's really cool. So I'm adding a little bit of yellow and perhaps a little bit more of that orange into the center of that blue flower. So you can see you can kind of mix as you go. So I've got some really pretty yellow undertones, and I just kind of darkened it up a little bit with a little bit of this orange. So yeah, so what color did you use on the stamp? Oh, okay, so Koala, I had taken the stamp itself, okay, and I just started adding whatever colors I wanted. So I added like a dark blue to this flower. So I added the color directly to the stamp with the crayon. And then I just chose colors that I wanted to go with it. So here's like a nice red color up here. And I was also explaining to everybody earlier too that you can mix two colors within the image that you want. So I just added that really pretty green, and now I can go in with this gray, and the gray is just going to kind of tone that green down a little bit. I'll still see some of that gray on the leaf, but I think it actually looks really pretty. And then all I did is I evenly wet it with my brush, but sometimes we can't tell, we can't really see, right? So we're just going to try to evenly do that and disperse some of that oil pastel on the stamp, right? And then once you've done the whole stamp, then you're just going to take like a light mist or a light spray or just something misty. You know, don't go right on top of it. Mist it and then stamp. So I only color, oops, it fell right off. I'm just going to go with it. I didn't color the whole thing, so, you know, see, it's much lighter. But you know, if you had made sure that you added your color and everything like that, it would have been perfect. So, so this is the one I just did. This is the one I did earlier. The watercolor paper that I'm using is the 8.5 by 11 pad. You can see it's very well used. I'm almost at the end here. This number is 847746. And let's see if I can find the number for the oil pastels. I'm pretty sure it's on here. It's 814328. So that I see that number right there. And again, it's the Color a la Creams Water Soluble Oil Pastels. Very soft oil pastels. Very friendly to work with. And then the Christine Adolph stamp. So the stamp that I used today, it's called Cheerful Bloom. And the number on that is 971670. And then you can also see just a couple of other samples of what we have. I'm sorry for the glare, but you can kind of get an idea of what her style is, what the stamps look like. There's just so many to choose from. She has a nice variety of different ones to choose from. So you can see I've used this one already, but that's what they look like in the package. So, and my guess would be, now I'm kind of guessing because I didn't really measure before I came on, but I would like to say this is about 5 inches high, give or take a little bit there, and then perhaps like 4 inches wide. So definitely fine for a card front. You can just partially use it. You can use it on a scrapbook layout in the background, your art journals, your planners, whatever you like. Hi, Dorothy. Oh, thanks. Yes, I love these stamps too. I think they're fabulous. So here, let me pick this up and just kind of give you a little bit of a close-up look at the stamped image. You're very welcome. So yeah, it's just really pretty. And I've even seen some of our design team members stamp these and then cut them out. Like they fussy cut them. So for those of you that like to fussy cut, these aren't too bad to cut out. I mean, maybe even an image like that with the bigger flowers. So that's kind of cool, you know. Add them into your flower clusters or use them as an embellishment to enhance a photo or anything like that. That's what I love about these. I love that they're so versatile. They're going to be on your list, Ruthie. Fabulous. So let me know if you guys have any questions, because I've kind of gone through my little tutorial here, and happy to answer any questions you might have. We do record all of our Facebook Live shows, so once I do, you can find them under videos here on our Facebook page, our Prima Marketing Inc. Facebook page, and then I also upload them to our YouTube channel in case you prefer to watch from there. And on YouTube, we're Prima Marketing Inc. there as well. So you'll find us, and every week we upload a free project video. We upload Facebook Live videos. We do like a quick video just to show you what the product is, how to use it, what it's about, and done. So we have a nice variety of things for you guys to watch. It does have a 3D look to it. It really does, huh? And these go perfectly well with Christine's her adhesive rub-ons. So you can put those down and then do a foiled word over the top, and that's your card front. It's very similar to the one that I showed as a sample today to advertise the show with. So so that's it, guys. I don't see any questions. If I go back and look at the video later and I happen to see any, I'll definitely try to go in and type up some answers for you. And make sure that tomorrow we'll have a new video uploaded on YouTube as well by Rachel Black. She did a star mini book for us. So I think it's one of those ones that open up and it's just like, you know, there's like all these pages and it's really pretty. I haven't watched the video myself yet, and it'll be live tomorrow for everyone to see. She always has great ideas. All right. So, and also the other thing too, just real quick, before I go, please, you know, share your work with us on our group pages, because I love reposting them. Once in a while on the weekends, I do like a reader's find, and I love, you know, finding your projects and reposting them. And, you know, I feel like it, you know, you deserve some recognition for your great work. So we do try to do that as well. And we also repost projects on Instagram too, so you never know. What do I use to clean off my stamps? Oh, these I just, actually, Dana, I just run them under lukewarm water and a little bit of soap. Yes, water soluble, so the water will clean it, exactly. But sometimes I'll just use a little bit of soap just to kind of, because it is a little oily. So the soap will help kind of cut into that oil and get it off a little bit easier for you. Baby wipes work as well. I'm out of baby wipes right now, so you literally take these suckers right to the sink, rinse them off, and they're good to go. And sometimes the cling gets a little bit dirty, so when that happens, it stops sticking to, you know, your block, like what kind of happened to me earlier. It just kind of fell off. So once you clean this side too, you'd be amazed. It's once again, you know, clingy. So there we go. I probably just didn't stick it on very well earlier. Okay, well that's it for today. Yes, easy cleaning. Yes. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, you know, I hope that you enjoy all of this cool stuff we have in store for you all month long in March. All right, using our art mediums, using colors, and all kinds of inspiring ideas. All right, have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.